Essex is a super rare rarity aircraft carrier from the Eagle Union, and is the lead and namesake ship of the Essex class of aircraft carriers. She was previously only available during the first year anniversary and air raid drills with Essex events, but is currently available from special construction. Essex was launched from the Newport News shipbuilding yard on the 31st of July 1942, commissioned on the 31st of December 1942, decommissioned on the 9th of January 1947, recommissioned on the 15th of January 1951, reclassified to attack carrier in October 1952, reclassified again to anti-submarine aircraft carrier in March 1960, decommissioned again on the 30th of June 1969, stricken on the 1st of June 1973, and sold for scrap in 1973. Essex did the usual tasks an American cruiser did in the Second World War and Cold War. Here are her more interesting exploits. On the 31st of August 1943, she was designated as flagship for Task Force 14, was the designated carrier for Air Group 15, aka the Fabled 15, which was commanded by legendary pilot and ace David McCampbell, was hit by kamikaze on the 25th of November 1944, hitting the left side of her flight deck, killing 15 and wounding 44. Searched for survivors after Typhoon Cobra. Served as flagship for Carrier Division 1 and Task Force 77 during the Korean War. Was the first carrier to launch F-2H Banshees on combat missions. Was modernized in 1955. Had her Douglas A-4 Skyhawks provide air support to CIA-sponsored bombers during the Bay of Pigs invasion, was prime recovery carrier for Apollo 1 and Apollo 7, and had Neil Armstrong serve on her during the Korean War. In her character art, drawn by Science, Essex wears a navy blue dress with collar, chest window, white and red accents, and Essex riding on the middle. A red tie, black and white gloves, a strap underneath her bust, blue coat with collar, and the Essex class star on it, black tights, and black boots. Her rigging consists of 2 flight decks and 2 armored shields to her left and right, both attached by mechanical arms, and the shield to her left containing a quiver with bolts, a crossbow which has flight deck on top held in her right hand, 2 Grumman Wildcats and 1 bald eagle flying around her, and the Eagle Union flag flying behind her. In her voice lines, voiced by Kaori Mizuhashi, who also voices Shiori in Inuyasha, Madoka Suge in Full Metal Panic, Ai in Aria the Animation, Elena in Queen's Blade, Mami Tomo in Madoka Magica, Akane Suzumiya in Muv-Luv, Yagyu in Senran Kagura, Ogi Oshino in Monogatari, Saki Shima in Yuru Camp, Navi in Ocarina of Time, Hanako and Laharl in Dissigia, Celia in Phantom Hourglass, Medusa in Grand Blue Fantasy, Tio Plateau in Legend of Heroes, Lava and Mei in Arknights, Mitsuru Chidori in Blue Archive, and Kuki Shinobu in Genshin. Essex is set on proving herself and being better than Enterprise.
ここがエンタープライズ先輩のユニオンの最新鋭空母エセックス正式に着任しました。指揮官、私の活躍を期待していてください。みんなの期待を絶対に裏切ったりはしません。エセックス級のネームシップエセックスです。建造されてから多くの期待を寄せられていましたが、やはり私よりエンタープライズ先輩の活躍の方がもっと注目されていましたね。私だってもっと早く戦闘に参加していたら。やっと来ましたか。すべては準備万端です。指揮官、出撃の指示を。エンタープライズ先輩、私の活躍を見ましたか？みんなエセックス級は強いと認めていても、いざ口にするとやはりエンタープライズ先輩ばっかり。はあ、私には同型艦がたくさんいますね。ネームシップとして頑張って 手本を見せてあげないと。まだ新しい任務が、私にも任せてみませんか？妬み？いいえ、そんなことはありません。エンタープライズ先輩は、私たち全員に尊敬される英雄です。ただ、彼女の七光だとされていることは、私には、やっぱり。私エセックスは、誰にも負けません。たとえ相手が、エンタープライズ先輩だとしても、です。しかし、どうやってみんなにそれを認めてもらえるか。指揮官、あなたならきっと、分かっていますよね。エンタープライズ先輩のようなヒーローになれないかもしれません。ですが、彼女と同じく、人々の記憶に残る存在になれるような気がします。だって、指揮官となら、私、どんなことでも、できる気がしますから。エンタープライズ先輩、よく見ていてください。あなたには負けません。
At level 125 with max affinity and enhancements, Essex has 6,804 HP, 439 aviation, 338 AA, 132 reload, 56 evasion, medium armor, 33 speed, 90 accuracy, 90 luck, and consumes 13 oil. Essex has 3 skills, which focus on having an Eagle Union-centric fleet. Her first skills, Valorous Avengers, at level 10, when Essex launches an airstrike, she also launches an additional TBF Avenger airstrike, which causes flooding damage over time to enemies hit by their torpedoes. It also increases Essex's damage to enemy battleships, battle cruisers and aviation battleships not included, by plus 10%. Her second skill, Covering Formation, at level 10, for each Eagle Union carrier or light carrier in the same fleet as Essex, she gets plus 5% aviation and AA, plus 15% aviation and AA at max, assuming that the skill includes Essex. Each time Essex's planes shoot down an enemy plane, plus 3% aviation, stacking up to 5 times for a max of plus 15% aviation. Since it doesn't mention it in the skill, I assume that the plane buff resets after each battle. Her third skill, Absolute Evasion, at level 10, when there are 4 or more Eagle Union ships in the same fleet as Essex, including Essex herself, there is a 12% chance to reduce the damage taken to 1 when a ship in Essex's fleet is attacked by an enemy aircraft. The recommended equipment for Essex is the prototype XF5U Flying Flapjack, F7F Tigercat or Sea Hornet for fighters, prototype Tenrai or 81 Sky Raider for dive bombers, Wyvern or prototype Spearfish for torpedo bombers, 2 steam catapults, and a scepter. For an Eagle Union-centric fleet, be it mob or boss, Essex is a great addition as a non-flagship carrier. Her skills mainly focus on herself, as her S1 gives you a 2-for-1 airstrike, launching your normal airstrike in addition to a TBF Avenger torpedo bomber airstrike, which also deals damage over time and does more damage versus battleships. An S2, which increases her aviation by up to plus 30% and AA by plus 15%, and her S3 has a chance to near negate all damage when attacked by any plane damage. The flip side of this, if you can really even call it that, is that her S1 only does more damage against battleships, not battle cruisers or aviation battleships, and even that extra damage isn't that much, it's only 10% more. Her S2 only buffs her own aviation and AA, which would be much better if it buffed all Eagle Union carriers' aviation and AA, not just her own. And her S3 only has a 12% chance, or just over a 1 in 10 chance, to proc, which really means it should not be relied upon. Should this stop you from building Essex? Fuck no, she's great. Top priority to build. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Girls Frontline videos as well.